you ready? Are you ready? Tell me you're ready.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the show. Of course, I'm your host, David Burrows, here on the show, and this is episode number 25. Still going strong here, and it's thanks to all of you. Once again, I know I say it every week, but it's so true. Couldn't do it without you. Thanks for subscribing and sharing with 5 new friends. And if you haven't subscribed, naughty. Please take time and click on the subscribe button and share with 5 of your friends so we can keep getting the show growing and more views and bigger and better, because we've got some big things coming up in the future and we want as many people to know about the show as possible. So once again, please subscribe and share with 5 new friends. All right, some changes happening here around at the show. Of course, we're going to be talking about some events that are coming up and a special interview with a special progressive rock band. And first of all, I need to just talk to you a little bit. There's no more YouTube video of the week. I'm sorry, but we took a poll on the website, and if you haven't voted, you can still vote if you want. But for now, we are canceling the YouTube video of the week. And there's many reasons why, and who knows, maybe once in a while, I'll throw up a funny little video there. But for now, the YouTube video of the week is put to sleep for right now. So for you YouTube video of the week fans, I'm sorry, but we are replacing it to give us more time on here to share more content of things that are going to be happening around the Sarnia area. First of all, just a real quick announcement, a little disappointing, of course, for you KISS fans, but unfortunately Destroyer will not be performing down at the Stubborn Mule this Saturday, April the 28th, due to some health issues. So when they get back on track, I'm sure they'll be back around. But Destroyer is not playing down at the Stubborn Mule. However, the Stubborn Mule came through, found another awesome tribute band. Van Halen, 5150, tribute to Van Halen, will be down there this Saturday instead of Destroyer. Tickets, only $5 at the door for this incredible, phenomenal tribute band. Check them out on YouTube, Van Halen 5150, replacing KISS, Destroyer, KISS tribute, if you will, down at the Stubborn Mule. But only $5. We plan on stopping by there and taking some footage, so get down there, Van Halen fans. All right, this week, like I said, we'll be talking about a very special charity event, and Lorie-Anne Williams invited us into her home. She's part of putting that all together, and she'll be talking to us. Also, a really cool progressive rock band from London, but looking to make some waves down here in Sarnia, and I came across them. ALYEUS is going to do an extensive and exclusive interview here coming up the later part of the show. All right, but first of all, we just want to remind you about a couple more things that are happening. Last week, we talked to Maria Nasiokas down at Lux Boutique, and she's part of putting together on a really cool event happening down at the St. Clair Corporate Center, and that is this Saturday as well. And it is High Heels and High Hopes, and it's to raise funds for the new, second year, but still fairly new, at the Lambton College, the fashion business program. So tickets still available for that. You can get them down at Lux Boutique. They're $20. Lux Boutique on the Golden Mile, not the Golden Mile, London Road across from Zeller's Plaza. Tickets also available from Helen down at Craven's Bar and Grill on Exmouth Street. Tickets going very fast for that, so make sure you get down there and check that out. All right, also coming up this Friday, April the 27th, very excited for these guys. Kicking Souls is having their CD release party coming up this Friday down at the Union Station. Just go to Facebook and type in Kicking Souls CD release party. You can get all the details for that. Friday night, you're going to want to check that out. All right, first going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have some of those interviews I talked to you about. Right now, take a look at this. Don't go away.
This is Brian Vollmer of the band Helix, and we hope to see all you people from Sarnia at the Stubborn Mule on May the 5th for Whiskey Rain and Third Wave. Be there or be square.
All right, once again, Brian Vollmer, thanks for that shout-out there. Of course, Sean Robbins and Glenn McKinnon from Third Wave in there as well. Coming up May the 5th, very exciting. The Rock and Country Collide Tour has added Helix, and Marshall Dane will also be taking the stage with the Rock and Country Collide Tour. May the 5th down at the Stubborn Mule. Tickets only $15 for incredible bands. Doors will open at 7 o'clock, and the show starts early, right around 8 o'clock. So make sure you get your tickets and get there early. Once again, tickets Cheeky Monkey or Picker's Alley, and we're looking to have a whole lot of fun with Helix, Marshall Dane, Third Wave, and Whiskey Rain. May the 5th, down at the Stubborn Mule. Also want to remind you one more time here, and we'll keep reminding you, coming up, it is the summer hip-hop party event of the summer, or however you want to say it. The Lost Souls More Than Music We are very proud here at the show to be sponsoring this special event on the Duke d'Orleans, July the 28th. Tickets, $25 each, featuring MCAS and Lost Souls, and many hip-hop artists are going to be on there putting on a fabulous show for you. So hip-hop fans, tickets are now available. They're printed and available. You can get some tickets. Give me a call if you like at 490-4617, or visit my website, www.davidburrows.ws, and you can purchase those online. So get them early. They're already going really fast. Yes, we'll give some away here in the show, but always don't wait. If you want to get on this July the 28th, make sure you get your tickets now. Once again, go to my website, davidburrows.ws, or give me a call, 490-4617. All right, many things to talk about here, so enough of me. A very special charity event happening this Sunday, April the 29th, down at the new Union Station Bar and Grill located at the corner of Indian and Divine. And it's called Love for Loy. Loy Graham having some struggles there, so some friends have got together to share the love. And we went down to our friend Lorie-Anne Williams, one of the organizers for this special charity event, and we went to her home, and we're going to let Lorie-Anne Williams tell you all about Love for Loy this Sunday, April the 29th. Take a look at this special interview. All right, everybody, here we are on the show, and we've got a special guest here once again. We're going to be talking about a very special event coming up this Sunday, April the 29th. Lorie-Anne Williams here to talk to us. Hello, Lorie.
Hello, how are you?
And you've got a very exciting and very special event coming up.
We do. It's Love for Loy, a girlfriend of mine who diagnosed with breast cancer. First surgery, they took a little bit, figured it was enough. Didn't work, so they've gone in, done more. So they've taken a whole breast. She has over a year of chemo and radiation to go through.
All right.
So we've put a benefit together for her. And, you know, when people think about benefits, they think about the money side of it,
Sure.
which really, really does help.
Absolutely.
But in this case, it's the love and the support that is just carrying her through everything.
Yeah.
We have 9 bands.
Yeah, and I was going to say, now, when you say we, let's touch on that. You know, you've got 9 bands and another young lady, special singer, going to be there as well.
Oh, yes.
Let's share some of that.
We is a bunch of Loy's girlfriends who are working together. Pam and Mike from the Union Station, who have given us the place to have it and have been a tremendous help with us.
Right, excellent.
Steve Loxton is doing sound for the entire day.
Right.
As I said, 9 bands.
And this is all volunteer.
All
Nobody's
volunteer.
charging anything.
Nobody's charging a thing, which is totally amazing.
Yeah.
A ton of businesses around town that have donated raffle stuff.
Prizes,
raffle things, people cooking. It's just
Right.
everybody is coming together.
So this is the Union Station Bar and Grill at the corner of Indian and Divine.
Yes, it is.
And tickets are how much?
$10.
Okay, and where can we get tickets for that?
Right now, they're just about sold out.
Okay.
You can still get them at the Union Hall, but you'll be able to get them at the door because it is starting at 1.
Right. 1
And
o'clock
running
in the
through
afternoon.
till whenever we're done.
Yeah.
Like
well,
I
9
said,
bands is going to take a while.
It's going to take a while. Plus, we had more that
Right.
want to play. So I think you're going to find the end of the evening.
Right.
We are going to have just a bunch of musicians and talented people together,
Right.
just doing a great big jam.
Great. And of course, there'll be raffles and everything happening down there to help
Yes.
raise some more money.
Raffles, 50-50 draws.
Great.
Just all
And a lot of great music by the
Oh,
sounds of
oh, yeah.
Name some of the bands that are going to be down there.
I'm going to have to read it
Yeah,
because I
that's
don't want
fine.
to leave anybody out. But we have Antennas, Big Papa, and the Machines, sorry.
of course.
Blind Dog Molly, Chemical Valley, Fire Engine Red, Heartlet, Rick Steves,
Awesome.
Third Wave.
So some big local talent going to
Yes,
be down there as well.
I know Doug will be there from CDDC. We have a special young lady, 13-year-old, doing a very special song for Loy, Taya McCormick. That is, you need to bring your Kleenex for that.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, absolutely.
We got a little sneak preview of her voice, and I got to say, wow, for
Goosebumps.
sure. Lorie-Anne, thank you so much for taking the time to share all of this with us. Once again, Lorie-Anne Williams, and we're going to be down at the Union Station Bar and Grill sometime. We're going to make it down there. It'll be about after 7 o'clock we'll be down there. We're going to make it a special trip. But it all starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can get some tickets. Can we get them from you, or do we just...
I have none left. I think Brian Joyce from Chemical Valley has
Okay.
a few. I know they're still definitely available at Union Station, and you can get in at the door.
Right, absolutely. Okay, so once again, this Sunday, April the 29th, starts at 1 o'clock. Go down and share some love for Loy, right?
Love for Loy.
Thanks again so much. Right now,
Dave.
back to the studio. Lorie-Anne Williams, thank you very much for inviting us into your home and sharing that information. Love for Loy Graham going to be happening once again this Sunday, April the 29th, down at the Union Station Bar and Grill. Starts around 1 o'clock in the afternoon and is going to keep going. Who's going to be down there? Well, she mentioned Chemical Valley will be there. Third Wave will be there. Rick Steves will be there. Big Pop in the Machine. Fire Engine Red, and a whole bunch more. It's going to be very, very entertaining and a lot of fun. Tickets only $10. You can get them down at the door whenever you get down there. And we're going to be down there with a show camera just after 7 o'clock, taking some footage to show you here on next week's show. But we're looking forward to getting down to that. Lorie-Anne Williams, once again, thank you so much for talking to us about that special event, and we'll see you Sunday. All right, going to take another quick break to show you some more of the things of what is happening around the nightlife here in Sarnia. And you're going to hear some music in the background, and I think it's really cool. It's an up-and-coming friend of mine, but he didn't want to say his name yet. He's still working out the kinks. But we're going to play that music in the background while we scroll across the screen here. What's happening in Sarnia for this weekend? We'll be back, and we'll have an interview with special progressive rock band ALYEUS. Don't go away. Welcome back. There's some of what is happening, and just some. I don't have time to get it all on here, but of course, some of what's happening. But if you want to get more information about what's happening around town, of course, you can always visit my friend Michelle down at www.sarniarocks.com. sarniarocks.com. Everything that's happening around town, and click here and a click there, and the bars and the bands and the special events and the art walks and the person of the month, and there's a whole lot of information on there of what's happening in the Sarnia area. So check that out, sarniarocks.com. And Michelle, thank you for keeping that up to date for everybody. Also, if you want to know all the news that is the news around Sarnia, you can check that out at lambtonshield.com. And of course, every Wednesday, lambtonshield.com features the show. One click to lambtonshield.com to see the show and all the news that's happening. It's updated daily, so check that out. Of course, my website as well, www.davidburrows.ws. Many things, you're going to want to check that out on a regular basis because we're going to be giving away some prizes. We're going to be starting a mobile texting club and a whole bunch of other different things. So please visit my website off on www.davidburrows.ws. All right, as mentioned earlier in the show, and last week I said we were going to do this, a very special progressive rock group from London, Ontario, looking to come down to Sarnia and show off their skills, if you will. Now, they've been working on a project called 40 Days at Sea, and they've been working on it for a few years, actually, and it's now finally to the point where it's coming out, and we're going to have some special footage of that as we keep in touch with ALYEUS. But here's a very special and a very extensive interview. Sometimes I edit these things, but I just couldn't find a way to do it with this one. These guys had a lot to share, and I think take the time to watch the whole interview, and we're looking forward to having ALYEUS down in Sarnia. And actually, I'm going to be working on that, trying to help them out with that. So, once again, take a close look at this interview with ALYEUS. Okay, everybody, here we are on the show, and once again, our next Skype interview, we've done a couple in the past with a few people, but right now, I had the opportunity to kind of interestingly meet who we're going to talk to here, Kyle Alexander and Ivan Racino. So, Ivan, did I say that right?
You got it.
Okay, cool. And, you know, folks, we get a lot of local talent here on the show. But I want to tell you, we're trying to expand the show a bit. And this group that we're talking to, called ALYEUS, from London, Ontario, they're looking to make some waves down towards the Sarnia area. And I was very grateful to be able to run into Kyle Alexander
and get this opportunity. Kyle, thank you so much. We had a great chat over Easter time there. But let's get right into why we're here on the show. ALYEUS, and that's ALYEUS. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Kyle, you're the lead vocalist and the rhythm guitarist. But let's start with you, Kyle. I mean, what is ALYEUS? I mean, it's progressive rock. I understand that, but kind of a different twist of progressive rock. And you've got a trilogy thing going on. And anyway, you tell the viewers and myself just what is ALYEUS.
What ALYEUS is, it started just with an idea, and what we are is, we didn't just want to be a normal band that just, you write what you hear on the radio. So we all, with our different backgrounds, with our sci-fi movies and our comic books, we decided to write a story. And with that, that's what this whole band and the whole concept design of this is based off of. So, it just turns out that the music that we like to write together happens to be this progressive rock, which has been classified in the past as a landscape of sound, which our idea is once you put on a record, when you press play, it's going to be consistent sounding right from the first second all the way to the end. We like our songs to flow together, and you just kind of a piece together. So that's what we've kind of designed is this album to go with our story that we have created.
Okay, now let me just interrupt you there, Kyle. Okay, progressive rock, and most people know what that is, but you say a story, and you mentioned comic books, storylines, and we talked off camera before we did this, and I said, I don't want to compare you to Pink Floyd because that's not your style of music per se, but it's sort of the style of marketing, if you will. You're talking comic books, like Pink Floyd did the comic book thing, and they did the movies, the Pink Floyd on the Wall, all their music, and is it fair to say that you guys are sort of doing the same idea? You got a trilogy, you got a story, and you've got characters, and there's something to be told here. Is that accurate to say?
Yeah, it is. That now, also, with that said, is we're not trying to be like anyone. It's just this is just been happening. Like, we started just as a band, then we wrote the story, and then it just has kind of been building off one another, and then we started getting the idea, hey, we have this music, we'd love to actually be able to tell this tale in more detail. So that's what we'd love to do a novel one day, and also we'd love to translate that into a graphic novel. Right. Well, it's just, I mean, as far as our imaginations can possibly go, we love to take this because there's so much story that we can build and so many ideas that we have that we would just love to share as long as we can.
And it's interesting you say, that we want to tell a story, and of course music, always tells a story. You fall in love, you fall out of love, or she hates me, or whatever, right? But you guys are actually, and I don't want to throw the pun out there, but the progressive rock, you're progressively telling a story, and with that, a lot of your music, wouldn't fit on a 45, so to speak, back in the day. A lot of your music is, 6, 7, 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
But from what I've observed and listened to with you guys, through your music, you're keeping the attention of people. It's a story, and it doesn't get boring in that 6, 7, 8 minutes. So ALYEUS, I think it's really neat what you're doing, but you've got something coming up called 40 Days at Sea. Is that right?
Yeah.
And let's go away from you, Kyle, for a minute. Let's go over to Ivan Racinos. And what's your part in the band, Ivan? What do you play?
I play lead guitar.
Okay. And you're a character? Are all the band members characters in this trilogy?
Well, us per se are not band characters, but we got the name ALYEUS actually from my dad. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the name actually, that name became a main character in our story. And so there is about 4 or 5 main characters in the story in ALYEUS. Yes, yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the story. I mean, 40 Days at Sea, and we're gonna put your album cover up. And actually, the CD hasn't been released yet. You've been in the studio for quite some time, and you're looking. I mean. Speaking to Kyle, when I first met you, Kyle, our conversation in first meeting was, you guys have really been working on this for like a year, right? And you just want to, yeah, like quite some time, So it's not just let's get this idea, put it together. Oh yeah, that sounds good. We'll put a CD out and we'll record it on my laptop. You know what I mean? Like, you spent a lot of time and effort, money, I'm sure. You just want this to just be right. So this is a long-term vision that you guys have had. Now, Ivan, share with me, what's the story of 40 Days at Sea?
Sure. So it's a story about a journey, about the main character in the story. He starts up having a lot of dreams, and they become more, they occur a lot, and eventually he's starting to see things in the world that he lives in that it's not everything is as it seems. And the ruler of the world actually catches the attention because she's able to see all and know all. So eventually she summons him and basically tells him, the answers you're looking for, you will have to go to the ends of the earth. And this is pretty much how the story starts. It's 40 days at sea. He's finding the truth behind what he's seeking.
So we're kind of talking about 40 days at sea and going to the end of the earth. So are we talking about back when they believed the world was flat? Is that part of that, or?
We're a little sci-fi, so this isn't the actual Earth. This is a planet, so...
Yeah, I hear you. And I'm not making fun of what you're doing, guys, but I find it interesting that she said this is how you're going to do it. All right, good for you. So, the combination. How many members are in the band? I mean, we got the two of you here tonight, but total, there's how many members in the band?
There's 4 of us, yeah.
There's 4. Okay, and you're all coming out of London, Ontario, of course. I know you've played down at Norma Jean's, and I know a lot of my viewers are familiar with Norma Jean's down in London. And I've actually talked to John down there, and they're always very grateful that you guys are available to play, because you guys are really busy with what you're doing. Share some other places that you guys have played.
Well, around London, we like to check out a lot of the venues just because Ivan and I, we've been playing together for about 7 years now, in and out of bands, so we've had our fair share of different venues and where we think our music is going to be more appreciated, I guess. So Norman's is one of those that we get a really good reception, at least. I know we've played Black Bear Pub before. That's also another where we hold a lot of our shows. We've played shows at UWO, at the Wolf Performance Theater,
London Music Hall.
Yeah, as well.
Oh, wow, okay. So, very, very eclectic in your music, but very eclectic in the places that you play. You're talking many different age groups. I've been down to a lot of the places that you guys have played at. Let's talk. Let's move on a little further. I know you've got a single coming out. Is that right?
That is correct. Yeah.
And this is something that's not going to be on the 40 Days at Sea. This is strictly a single. What's that, Kyle? What's that called? And tell us about that.
Sure. That one is called Tracing Circuits. This was one of our first songs that we actually did that still does have an underlying meaning to the story, but not directly with 40 Days at Sea. And just because it is a favorite song of ours, and actually clocks in at around 4:20, so it's under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No relation to the common
just coincidence.
4:20 ride.
Right.
Say 4.5 minutes. So it is under 5 minutes, and it's we really like the song. We actually just finished recording it. We should be receiving that in a couple of weeks, and we'll be really happy to release that officially and for people to download. And if you come talk to the shows, we'd be happy to let them know where to find that, and we'll have links on our website as well. So we're really excited to have that.
I think that's awesome. And speaking of where to find you, you guys have a website or Facebook? How can the viewers find you online?
Yeah, it's just ALYEUS.com, ALYEUS.com, and Facebook.com. Just type in ALYEUS and we're there.
We're actually everywhere, and on our website we have different links. We're on Twitter, we're on Reverb Nation, anywhere you can do social media, we have placed ourselves. So all those links are on the website. It's kind of a main hub for us.
Oh, very good. Now, Kyle, once again, let's jump back to how you and I first met. Interestingly enough, we talked about you guys want to come down to Sarnia and play. Is that right?
We would love to come down to Sarnia. We haven't had the opportunity yet, and Sarnia's a beautiful city. I've been there numerous times, and I've seen all the bars on the outside. I know a lot of great things have actually played there, and I know we would love to bring
All
our
right.
music.
Well, if I could do some of my end, I'd like to work on that for you and get you down here. If we get you down here, could we come and take some footage of you guys playing down here and show that on here?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
That's great. Well, listen, guys. You know, I want to thank you so much for the time. I know we've kind of bashed out our schedules here and everything, but really looking forward. I really enjoyed talking to you, and looking forward to seeing some of your stuff here. And would love to get you down here to Sarnia. And I hope you don't mind. We're going to play here on the show this week, just right after this interview. Folks, stay tuned. We're going to play a little bit of 40 Days at Sea. And, of course, on last week's show, we had you guys were on 98.1 FM in London. That had to be exciting.
Yeah, it was a contest that we were doing, and we just decided to take our own original take on Black Betty, which is still farthest from us, but we had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, right on. All right, well, Kyle and Ivan, give us a wave and a shout-out to everybody here on the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, thanks so much for your time, guys, and we're going to stay in touch here with you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, that is Ivan Racinos and Kyle Alexander. Thank you once again, guys. All the best of luck to you with ALYEUS, and we're looking forward to staying in touch with you and promoting you here on the show, and we're looking forward to having you here in Sarnia. Thanks again. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that is ALYEUS. You check out their website, ALYEUS.com. We'll have that on the screen. Coming up, we're going to take a quick break, talk about a few things, but in just a few moments, we'll have a piece of 40 Days at Sea. It's going to be coming out in fall of this year, 2012, and the guys tell me that we'll have the exclusive announcement here on the show when that comes out, where you can get the CD and everything else. Once again, gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us here on the show.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right. Okay, everybody, stay tuned a little bit more, and coming up, some video from ALYEUS. Stay with us.
All right, really cool. ALYEUS, thank you so much for taking the time. We kind of bashed out our schedules there for quite some time to pull that off, but some really neat guys there. Check out their website, ALYEUS.com. It should be on your screen right now. And we're going to show you just a little bit right now of their 40 Days at Sea. Now, it's a pretty long song, about 6.5 minutes, but we're not going to show you the whole thing. We just want to give you a bit of taste of some of their stuff. Also, again, go to their website, ALYEUS.com. Check these guys out and keep an eye out for them coming to Sarnia. ALYEUS, once again, thanks so much. Okay, just about, we're going to show that, and then when we come back, I got to share a couple more quick things before we wrap up the show. But right now, here's a taste of 40 Days at Sea and ALYEUS. right, progressive rock fans, I'm pretty sure you enjoyed that one, and that's just a taste of it. Once again, check out their website, ALYEUS.com, or go to YouTube and check out ALYEUS and see some other footage of videos that they've taken and some more of their music. And we're really, really excited to see them come to Sarnia and perform. And we'll have that exclusive announcement as soon as we put it all together. First, here on the show, we'll be letting you know where ALYEUS plays in Sarnia. All right, once again, just a quick reminder about the Love for Loy Graham coming up this Sunday, April the 29th. Tickets only $10 down at the Union Station Bar and Grill. Get out and support a great cause. And there's like 9 local great bands going to be down there. So great for a Sunday. I'll be down there as well after 7 o'clock because I got to do karaoke Sunday afternoon down at Rock and Roll Pool Hall. I'm there every Sunday afternoon from 3 to 7. So if you'd like to stop by and check that out. Also, I'm down there every Friday at 8 o'clock till midnight down at Sarnia's Rock and Roll Pool Hall. So come and check me out along with everything else that's going on around town. Once again, if you got an idea for the show, you'd like to be on the show, you got some feedback for the show, or you want me to cover your event, there's only one way to get it done. Send me an email to the show at davidburrows.ws or Facebook me, the show with David Burrows. Of course, you can find me that way and inbox me. You know how to do it. So once again, thanks so much for watching the show. And I'm just so excited for this weekend. There's so many cool things happening. And if you see me out and about and I don't see you, come up and say hello. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for watching the show. Don't forget to subscribe. Share with 5 new friends. Have a great week and an even better weekend. And we'll see you next time here on the show. Bye for now.
I've been so tired of going such a long time. I feel so empty from going such a long time. I've started wondering when I'll get there, and when will that be? I've started wondering how well I know I'm at this place that I'm supposed to be. What does it, Lord?